Hello, in this tutorial, we're going to go over living faith. And what is living faith? Living faith is when you live your life, your day, every day in a state of gratitude, of love, of prosperity, of everything that you can think of that is good for you in your life. Living faith is not so much about living in a religion, which I usually don't like to talk too much about religion because I'm a religious person and not everyone out there is. So in that text, I usually go with universe or my God thought, and that's what I do. So when you live in faith, you're giving thanks continually, daily. When you have these thoughts and feelings, what you are doing is you're creating a neural pathway. You're creating a neural pathway that is building and creating and growing the life you want. Not just that, it's creating a pathway to where the universe is easier to give to you what you are desiring. And when you create these neural pathways, as you're doing this, be sure that you're in a state of giving and receiving. Because as you're creating these new neural pathways, you're going to find that the deeper your desire to have, the deeper your desire to give and to pay it forward and to experience what you are wanting to have, you have to be in that state of mind. And I find so much more that when you're in the state of mind of being grateful for what you have, of being happy, of being helping others, when you're in this state of mind, when you're in a state of being, it's a state of power that you have, that you can change anything in your life that you choose. You can't so much change what other people think or how they feel or what they're doing. What you can do is just show them love and respect and just gratitude that maybe you had a chance to meet these people or that person, or maybe you had a chance to give insight to someone that was in need of what you had to say. Have you ever felt like for some reason you needed to go somewhere or you needed to do something, you don't know why, but you just had this burning desire that you needed to do this? And then when you did, you got there and you're like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I guess I'm going to look around or whatever. And have you ever found that in doing that, you have actually met someone, or maybe it was just some words that you said to someone and you've seen their facial expressions change, you've seen them light up, or like, oh, wow. And then somebody said, oh, I needed to hear that today, or something like that. Well, that is you listening to the universe. That is you reprogramming and creating your neural pathways that create and revolve every day, change into what you are desiring and what you're wanting. But when you're helping other people, especially like that, do you realize how special that is and how important that is, not just to your life, but to the lives and the lifestyles of other people? So when you can be in that state of mind and that state of being, and when you can be that happy, if you smile every day and be happy every day and be grateful every day, what is that going to do for you? Aside from lower your blood pressure, aside from make you, a happy person, what is that going to do for you? That is going to keep your neural pathways open to receiving what it is you're desiring. And when you can receive what you're desiring, it is so much easier for everybody around you. And it's like, oh my gosh, I love being around you because you're happy and you're ecstatic and you're just all this and that. So when you do this and you become that person, when you become that being that is doing, is having, that is sharing what you're doing with other people, that is a huge plus for your neural mindway, your neural pathways. And when you do this, you'll find that it is easier for you to maybe get in front of the camera, maybe do some videos for your business, maybe do some teaching of what you're learning. I always say, learn something new every day, and always meditate, and always be in that frame of mind that is going to launch you to the next step in your evolution. We all came to this physical plane for a reason. We all came here individually for a reason. And only we know the reason that we came. Only we know the reason that we're here. So, like for me, I have been professional. I have been in the business world my whole life. And then when I decided I was going to launch out and be online and go into a whole different ballpark, I decided at that time that it was time for me to learn something new every single day. And you have to learn every single day. And you always want to show positive reinforcement. You always want to show happy. You never want to put a negative out there with you attached to it. What happens is when you put a negative out there with you attached to it, that doesn't affect the person that you're directing it to. It's going to affect you. It always does. And some people don't realize that when they're doing it. But when you put that negative out there, you want to be sure to take it back, or do something to counteract that, because it's not possible for you to be prosperous and successful in creating your business and creating your lifestyle, for that matter, if you're always pushing a negative out there to anyone in this world, even your spouse or your significant other, your family, friends, maybe just a stranger. A lot of people today are online, and they spend all day just scrolling through the feeds and without any purpose. And I'm sure you're not that person, because usually the people on my team have a purpose, and everyone out there that I associate with definitely are in tune with their higher purpose or higher power. So if you're not one of those that's in tune, then if you're looking to get there, if you're looking to get that way, I suggest maybe you try to join one of my courses or join one of my teams, because we go over all of this, because it is success oriented in creating different people's pathways, different people's state of being. When you can be in the state of being that is going to take you where you want to go, that is going to have what you most desire, that is going to let that burning desire just come forward and just let it happen. Let the universe bring it to you. Be ready to receive it and see it happening, see it coming. So when you do that, you're going to find you are going to get more and more. You're going to be happy. A happy state of mind is living in faith. Faith that you can do whatever you choose to do. Faith that you are successful. Faith that you are creating a lifestyle for you and your family. Faith that you can be, do, and have whatever it is you choose to have in your life. Be that person. Be that being that is happy to be around. No one wants to be around someone that yells across the room, or no one wants to be around someone that's negative. No one wants to be around someone that always watches the news and tells you all about it. Nobody cares about that. People like to be around people who are happy, prosperous, outgoing. Even if you're shy, you can talk to a few people. It's okay. If you're really, really shy, then you can work on that too. That is another thing that we have a training to help people get past. But give thanks daily and continually for what you have, what you're doing, and who you are becoming if you're not already there. If you're already that success, if you're already that person, then still be grateful for all the people you're able to help. That's what it's about. Don't let anything that is a negative attach itself to you. No negative, no. Because if you let a negative attach itself to you, that is a neural pathway that you are creating. And those I find are a little harder to get rid of than they are if you don't put them there in the first place. If you have a habit of doing that, then that is a habit I suggest is a bad habit. And I would suggest you getting rid of that habit, because that is nothing that you can do. Because clarity comes from accomplishment. It comes from doing. It comes from action, not by thought. So be clear on what you want. Be clear on what you're writing down your goals to be. Be clear for yourself what you are wanting to create, what you're wanting to live. If you're not living the life that you want, you're the only one that can change it. So I encourage you to get out there. If you're growing a business, if you're a home prosperer, then definitely learn something new every day. Get the tips, get the tricks, get what we're doing every day that's making it happen. You have to invest in yourself, and you have to invest the time it's going to take for you to get where you're going. You can start groups, you can start motivation therapies, you can do different things like that that will help people, and you can have them being paid. I'm a coach, and people pay me to be coached. And so I was asked the other day, well, you have these high-end clients, you do this coaching, why do you do free videos for like 15, 20 minutes every day? Why don't you just do something that's going to pay you? This is my way of paying it forward and giving it to you, because you're getting tips, you're getting gold nuggets that I deliver every single day to you. That is part of my state of mind. It's part of my state of being. It's part of me paying it forward and giving back for all the wealth and all the prosperity I have today in my life. It is amazing. I live an amazing life. And I encourage you to live the life you choose to live also. So when you do, when you live the life you choose to live, you're amazing. And you always want to have the best you forward. No negative attached to you at all. I'm not saying you can't like something. I'm just saying don't attach a negative to you, to your name, to your face, to your being. Don't attach a negative, because that negative tends to grow. And growing a negative is not a happy thing, and it's not easy to get rid of. So I encourage you all to get in a state of mind, a state of thought, a state of being today. Do it today. Don't wait. I am a firm believer in nothing waits. Today is today, and today is when it should be done. I'm just a firm believer in that, and maybe that's from listening to the monks and whatnot and their teachings. No, I'm not a monk, and women can't be monks, but you can listen to their teachings and you can learn a lot. So always live for today. Don't put anything off until tomorrow. What happens when tomorrow doesn't come for you? That's a possibility for all of us. We are all human. We're on this earth, and we don't know how much time we have. So always make the best of every single day. I encourage you to have a strong desire for what you want to accomplish and a task to receive it. It is that easy. But changing your pathways is really hard, especially if you're a negative person. So don't be negative. Don't be rude. Don't be mean. Anytime you do that, you just set yourself back even further. So I encourage you all to move forward. Be the best person you can be. Grow your business with happy, prosperous thoughts. Use the tools I give you every day. Every day I try to give you at least something that is going to, move you forward, and to move your prosperity, and to move you into the light, so to speak. Okay? So definitely do this, and definitely get going. Okay, I will chat with you later, and I do have a training up here for you. This one's a good one, and it's real. I mean, for those of you who have already taken advantage of this is one I had out a while back. While back. I decided to put it out again for you because so many people had so much success from it that I decided that I was going to launch it again today. So take advantage of this, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would like to grow it and to give more value to the marketplace. Check you out later.